Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Infinitode the 2. So in this video guys, I'm gonna show you the results of all my tasks and analysis and the best strategies on the current patch, so 1.8.6, to gain the highest amount of loot. This is only for those of you who have already who are close to mid or late endless, so you have already you should have beat the drop rate, loot frequency, and loot rarity almost maxed, if not maxed. And the most important towers also very close to maxed. And yeah, so this is gonna apply to, of course, these players. For if your research is not that advanced, maybe this method, this strategy that I'm gonna show you might not be the best one for you. So it might be better to go to maybe play on custom maps or to play on 6.3 with a slight different strategy, but this is the best I was able to find. So I'm gonna show you both custom maps and 6.3 because they're gonna both award roughly the same amount of bids and of looting, and so yeah, that's just it. Now the cool thing about here is that you can just place whatever towers or like modifiers here to just stop the enemies from cutting short and to reach your base faster. So in that way the enemies are forced to go the long way around and therefore are destroyed by your splash. So you don't even need freezing, you just need splash. Like for this strategy that I'm going to show you, you just need splash. That's just how easy it is to do it. And now I'm redoing here an updated video on how to collect the maximum amount of loot on 6.3 because of the fact that on the last minor update, the 1.8.6, the looting on this level has once again changed. Now the energy, like you're gonna be able to start gaining legendary loot when the energy bar is almost at 7, so not anymore at 9 as it was in the 8.8.5, but now it's at 7. So of course that means that you can start placing your miner and you can start mining faster. So that means that you also need to play less time. And yeah, so that's of course very nice. For the core, always go for first coins and then for the miner installation time. And now here what you're gonna do is when the timer here reaches 5 seconds, you wanna place your miner in here, of course. So here we go, 1, 2, 3. You get here splash, the second ability, and you can see here all the loot being legendary. Splash can take care of all these enemies because of the level. If your research is not high enough, you could always go with something different, or you could maybe upgrade here as I'm gonna do the splash level 3, getting the ultimate and just going with something else. And now you're gonna go into the core and you're gonna go with this right path, so extra score and then more mining speed. From all my tasks, getting this extra boost in the mining speed actually increases the loot that you gain. So that's why you want to do it. And the difference is about like 400 bids. You get 400 more bids if you go for this extra speed. And then you also get here this miner level 5 as soon as you have enough coins. Rather than if you just leave this miner level 4 and everything at level 4. So yeah, it's just about the amount of bids you obtain. So this is just the best way. And then you want to play until the energy bar reaches 14. So not even 15 as I showed in many other of my videos, but now 14. And then you stop the game. You can see that I was able to gain 8,700 bids in this amount of time. And sometimes, of course, because of RNG, you're gonna be able to gain more, maybe 8,800, sometimes 8,900, sometimes a bit less, 8,600 or 8,500. It's just RNG, but the overall loot, it goes around like 8,700. And if you look at the total time I was able to play to get this amount of bids, it's just 2 minutes and 50. So it's very close and a very fast gameplay as well. So this is now the best method on 6.3 on late endless to collect loot. Now moving on to custom maps, you're gonna need in this case a lot more of towers and a lot more of research. because whenever you're playing on very high difficulty and you're playing on custom maps, the difficulty is stacked. So you get portals that are a lot stronger, and so enemies are also a lot tougher. So that's the only reason why you're gonna need more research. You're gonna need to have your tower stronger, or you're gonna need to use abilities. But in this case, I'm gonna show you a run without using abilities, using miners and modifiers to increase the experience of my towers, to make them a little bit faster, placing freezing as well to increase the damage I do to enemies, and then a core right there. Now the base in this case, I have it is the same one as always, so experience multiplier, range, damage, attack speed, and power, and towers upgrade price reduction. So yeah, that's one of the best bases I got. And let's play. In this case, you wanna like have different towers. Going with only one tower doesn't work, because in this case you have different type of enemies depending on the portals that you have placed. So try to place portals that do not have strong armor and healers. That's where you should aim towards. And then this is just a start. I'm not gonna comment much here, other than you need to have instant auto wave disabled. And when you start the game here, you don't want to click on auto. You're gonna just click and start. This means that now, pretty much as you do on 6.3, you're just waiting, and this extra time allows your towers and your loot to become more rare. So that's why it's so good, and that's why it's something that you want to do. So rather than in auto letting all the enemies come at you, but receiving pretty bad loot, you just wait, and therefore the loot becomes better with time. So once again, you're using time to your advantage. Now towers level 3. Then here normally I place the freezing towers in this platform, so they have more range, they cover the entire map. Then I got this middle miner level 2, and you can see that my towers are gaining a ton of experience here. And then with the energy bar reaches 5, normally I sell this central modifier and I place Tesla. I also got this Tesla level 3, and then the ultimate. Alright, unlocking here the first ability for freezing. That's the most important thing, because that's going to boost the damage that you do. And once again, you're going to do the same. So when the energy here reaches 5 seconds, to go to 7, you want to click auto wave. So now you have all the enemies coming at you at the same time. And yeah, I'm going to just get this freezing level 3, right? Then just maxing flamethrower, maxing splash, and Tesla. So you're gonna just max these towers. Placing here some modifiers as well, boosting them up. Tesla, it's very good here because of the passive, like the ultimate. So you have the lightning that deals a ton of damage. And then when Tesla reaches level 100, you can still gather the last 2 modifiers, right? You can sell everything down here. You can place more damage, and yeah, that's it. Once all these freezings are level 20, I just get the ultimate, so I get the snowball, so I can stop the enemies from advancing any further. And again, here I play until the energy bar reaches 14. So yeah, that way it's gonna be the same amount of time that you play on 6.3. Because this ratio of time is the one that I've seen that gives you the highest amount of loot. Like if you have loot frequency, loot rarity, everything maxed, that's the ratio. If you play any longer, you're gonna start earning less bit dust per second. And here we go. Finishing, you can see here, 8600. Very similar to 6.3. Sometimes it's gonna be higher for RNG, so up to 8900. In one run. Sometimes it's gonna be lower, 8500 or 84, but yeah, that's just RNG. And normally it's a number that's gonna revolve around 8700 with this. And again, here the total time is gonna be 250. Well, in this case it was longer because of the fact that at the beginning I placed the towers, and so the timer started clocking. But normally it's also 250. If you do all the first process very quickly, it's around 2 minutes and 50. And yeah, so both of these strategies you can see are gonna award you very similar amounts of loot. one strategy on 6.3 is going to require less towers and less research. So that's why I recommend to go for the strategy on 6.3. But if you want to have something different, you can go on your custom maps and you can try this other strategy. On custom maps as well, you can try to play for a bit longer and to see like using abilities or trying to do something else to see if you can increase the BDS you can obtain. But yeah, that's just it. So I hope you guys enjoyed and see ya. Bye bye.